It is Christmas. The presents are under the Christmas tree in Jim Dear and Darling's home. Jim Dear gives Darling a present. "It's for you," he says. "There is a puppy inside." "Oh, she's a beautiful little lady," Darling says. Lady grows and grows. Jim Dear and Darling love her very much. After 6 months, Lady gets a collar. She wears it around her neck. Lady shows her friends Jock and Trusty. "Oh, Lady, you have a collar," they say. Tramp is different than Lady. He lives on the streets. He is free, but he has to be smart. The city streets are dangerous. The dog catcher is looking for street dogs. He catches Tramp's friends. Tramp helps them to escape. Across town, Lady is with her friends, but she feels sad. Jim Dear and Darling do not love her now. But Jock and Trusty understand what this means. This means a baby is in the house. "What is a baby?" she asks. Suddenly, Tramp walks into their yard. He laughs at them. "Ha! A baby arrives, and the dog has to leave," he says. Lady and her friends are angry. Who is this street dog? They bark at Tramp. Lady's friends are right. Darling and Jim Dear have a baby boy. After some time, Lady meets the baby. He is very little, and she feels a strong love for him. Now she understands what a baby is. One day, Jim Dear and Darling go on vacation. Aunt Sarah comes and stays. But Aunt Sarah does not like dogs. Lady is in the baby's room, and Aunt Sarah shouts at her. "What are you doing here? Shoo! Shoo!" Aunt Sarah loves cats, but dogs are naughty and dangerous. And Lady is the same, naughty and dangerous, she says. She takes Lady to the pet shop. "What can I do for you?" the man in the shop asks. "I want a muzzle, a good, strong muzzle," Aunt Sarah says. The man puts the muzzle on Lady. Lady is very afraid. Suddenly, Lady escapes from the shop. She runs and runs, away from Aunt Sarah and the pet shop. But things get worse. Some street dogs chase Lady. She is very scared. Luckily, Tramp hears them barking and helps her. "What are you doing here?" he asks. Then he sees the muzzle, and he feels very sorry for Lady. Tramp helps Lady with her muzzle. Now Tramp shows Lady his life. He is free. He wants Lady to feel free too. He takes her to his favorite restaurant. At dinner, Tramp and Lady fall in love. The next morning, Tramp asks Lady to stay with him, but she wants to go home. Tramp understands, but he is sad. On the way home, they chase some chickens for fun. But then, the dog catcher catches Lady. Lady goes to the dog pound, a sad place full of street dogs. They all know Tramp. He is famous. He has many girlfriends. Lady feels angry. But she is lucky. She has a collar and she can go home. Back at home, Lady has to stay outside on a chain. Tramp visits her. He wants to say he is sorry, but she is angry with him. "Goodbye," Lady says. She goes into the doghouse and cries. Tramp leaves sadly. Suddenly, Lady sees a rat. She barks, but the rat goes into the open window of the baby's room. Luckily, Tramp hears her. "What's wrong?" he asks. "A rat in the baby's room," she shouts. Tramp runs into the house. There is a big fight. Tramp chases the rat. Lady escapes from her chain and runs inside. At last, Tramp kills the rat. Tramp's leg is hurt, but he feels happy. Lady loves him again. Aunt Sarah runs into the room. She sees the dogs and the baby on the floor. Does this dog want to hurt the baby? "Get back!" she shouts. Next, she calls the dog pound. The dog catcher takes Tramp away. Now, Jim Dear and Darling arrive home. Lady barks and runs to the baby's room. Jim follows. They see the big rat. This is a terrible mistake. The rat wanted to hurt the baby. They have to find Tramp. Jock and Trusty are outside. "We have to stop that dog catcher," Jock says. They run through the dark streets. They find the dog catcher and stop him. Then, toot, toot, Jim Dear's car arrives. Lady runs to Tramp. It is Christmas. Tramp lives with Lady and they have a family. 4 beautiful little puppies. Tramp has a collar now. Jock and Trusty come to meet the puppies. "Merry Christmas," Jim says. With friends and family, life is good.